Hey there everyone, it's Predictionist and today we have some major news. Cause Polymarket has officially entered Telegram. And it's not like a new feature or a new product that uses Polymarket API and builds a trading terminal or a copy trading terminal inside Telegram. And if you go to Twitter, you can see that Polymarket Traders has posted that Polymarket is now live on Telegram in partnership with Top.co, which means that this functionality will be brought to users of Telegram wallet and it will be visible in the native wallet ecosystem. So this is pretty huge because it's just not another app that uses Polymarket app APIs, it's actually an official integration. So let's just go deep into Telegram and see the features and think and see how good is this integration actually is. This time I'm opening it on my laptop or in web, but basically it could be accessible through different environments, phone, web, or native Telegram app. So what we're gonna see a simple dashboard similar to Polymarket with different market categories like FIFA, crypto, culture, politics, soccer, Iron, UFC, tennis. Or you already can see that it's not a full interface of Polymarket. We cannot see the weather markets, we can see volume markets, which means that the functionality of betting on Telegram is quite limited. In order to deposit the funds, we're gonna use Telegram's native wallet. And if you're a tech savvy geek, then you understand that there could be something very interesting in this technical solution because Polymarket uses Polygon and USDC on Polygon, PUSDT on Polygon, basically Polygon chain in order to make transactions and fulfill the whole ecosystem. But Telegram wallet runs on Ton, which is the new Gram network, which is completely different blockchains. But in this particular solution, we can see that everything is paired. And in order to deposit the money to your wallet to trade in Telegram, you're using USDT on Gram network, which is a pretty nice thing. Then the second question with regards to that is to understand whether those volumes that you see in the app are the same volumes on Polymarket or it's a new liquidity metrics that is driven exclusively on Gram network. And in order to do that, we're gonna find one of the markets, for instance, FIFA World Cup, and go to Ecuador versus Germany and see that the volume for this market currently is sitting at 10.6 million. We're gonna press it and see other volumes, which we have here. So we can see 10.6, we can see 42K, we can see spreads at 1.2. So it's wise for us to go back to Polymarket, select the same market, and just challenge those metrics against each other. So in this case, we can see that the money line is 10.7, which corresponds to 10.6. For spreads, it's 1.2. In the app itself, it was 117. So it means that even though you are topping up your wallet balance in Telegram using Gram and USDT on Gram, it actually is the same liquidity that is used on Polymarket, which means that it's a direct partnership and it's directly pulls the volumes and basically you're trading on Polymarket. So that's worth knowing. But coming back to the functionality itself, we can definitely see that it's quite limited. We can see the same outcomes for this particular market. We can see that it shows the volume, even though it should show 12.2 or what was the number of it? 12.68, because it basically covers all the things, total spreads, basically everything that you can bet on. But now it's only 10.6, which is basically volume for selecting whether it's going to be Ecuador or whether it's going to be Germany. Also, we can see the end date and we can see the rules, which is basically a copy paste text. So no links to nothing, just like, general rules. So I already did that. I deposited a little bit of money to my wallet inside Predict with Polymarket. Then, for instance, in order to pass a trade, let's select one of the events. For instance, in this case, we're going to use World Cup winner. Let's select Spain this time. And let's select $1, saying that I'm betting $1 that the Spain will win. So now we can see that similar to Polymarket, it will show us the potential outcome for this particular bet. Then there's also going to be total to pay 1.3, which means that this particular app charges fees. This time it's 3 cents toward placing a bet for buy trades. So as easy as just pressing buy, we don't need to confirm any transaction on the wallet. So just let's wait for it to execute. All right, so the execution has happened. And when we go to the profile section, we can see active and closed bets of ours. We're gonna press Spain that we recently purchased, and we can see that we currently hold shares. So it means that if you want to track your particular outcome that you have purchased, you can go to the profile section. So that was it. Now Telegram has Polymarket inside. It's basically the same thing as trading on Polymarket, on Polygon, but this time it uses USDT on the Gram network in order to place trades. So this is a pretty decent integration.